What's up, everybody? Happy holidays. So, got some pickups over here that I acquired in the past few weeks that I'd like to share with you guys. Mostly eBay stuff, so nothing too exciting about going out in the wild and finding something crazy, but I got a couple of thrift store finds. There's a couple of thrift stores in my area in Brooklyn where I live that have stuff sometimes, but it's hard to find a deal or anything that great anyway. Hope everybody's doing well out there. Make videos from time to time, and it's good to see that some people still comment and watch, so I appreciate all that. So let's just get into it right now. There's this huge thrift store by my apartment. They sell everything: furniture, electronics, clothes, anything you can name of. I live in a part of Brooklyn where there used to be like a lot of factories, and they converted one of these factories to a thrift store, a gigantic thrift store. And sometimes I've been going there a couple of years now, and I've had some decent finds, but it's far and few in between. So went there the other day. It's been a while since I've been there. You kind of have to. It's one of these thrift stores where you have to kind of give it time. I was looking at the DVDs, and I found this game here. I never find GameCube games anymore. It's been so freaking long since I found a GameCube game. Shrek Super Slam. This is complete. GameCube games are very high in demand. Even a game like this is around $20 on eBay, so this is definitely going towards resale. It's crazy, a game like this probably wasn't worth anything, X amount of years ago. Now it's somewhat sought after. So and then there was like a bin full of like books and DVDs and all sorts of things, and I was kind of digging into it, and there's a few games, but this is the only one I picked out was Call of Duty Black Ops 2 for the PS3. There's the game in there, which is nice. Those were $2 each, so couldn't leave those behind for sure. So that's all the thrift store stuff I got. It's hard to find good stuff in there. I went to another thrift store a few blocks away, and they kind of price things accordingly. And sometimes from time to time you'll find something that's worth it, but it's very tough. So the rest of the stuff is eBay stuff. A lot of, if you go on eBay and you really kind of try to search out what you're looking for, you might come across some deals or bundles that are worth the price. So these two particular bundles I got on eBay, all Super Nintendo lots, and one of them has a really kind of crazy story behind it. So I'll start off with the normal one. I saw a listing. It had 8 games, and I put my bid in, put in the highest. It's 8 Super Nintendo games. These are all untested, so kind of taking a chance here. I put my highest bid in there, and I ended up winning the auction. And with shipping, when you're buying stuff, sometimes you kind of forget to take the shipping into effect. So after all said and done, it's still a pretty decent deal, but I thought I was going to get a better deal, but of course, you forgot about the shipping. But it was still a pretty good deal for what I got it for it. Still haven't tested these, but I'm sure they work. We got Super Mario World is the first game here. We got Super Mario All-Stars. We got The Lion King. I had this in my collection a long time ago, and it's good to have it back. I probably will just keep this one and go through it, I guess. We got Star Fox here. Really great Star Fox game. Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past, classic. We got Mickey Mania, Aladdin, great game, and Mortal Kombat 2. I'll be keeping this one as well. I do not have that one, so got a pretty decent deal for that bundle right there. And then the last bundle here was a bit of a nightmare, but it's in my possession now, so that's good. I saw another lot on eBay, and this seller had one picture for this specific lot, and he had 0 feedback. So a little bit of a risk. Everybody gets has to start somewhere, right? But I just had a gut feeling that something was off, because he didn't have any other things for sale. So, but I figured for what was in the bundle, and for what was in the bundle, it was worth taking a risk. So I put in my highest bid, and I ended up winning the highest amount I wanted to pay for it, and I ended up winning the auction. Paid for the auction. And I'll tell you what I paid for this one. It was $157. Okay, so it has some pretty decent games in there, and so he didn't ship it out right away. And so a few days go by, and I messaged him saying, "Hey man, like just wondering when you're going to be shipping out the stuff." No answer. Another week goes by. I send another email saying, "Hey man, still haven't received the package, or notice that you haven't shipped it out at all, because there's no tracking. Was wondering when you're going to do that." And so again, no reply. And with eBay, they're pretty protective against the buyer. So in the end, I knew that if this guy was going to try to scam me, that at least I would have some protection. But still, it's a pain in the neck to go through, and it's just something that is a really annoying situation. Because you pay for something, you expect it to be delivered to you, right? So about 2 weeks go by, and I said, enough is enough. I reached out to eBay. They set up. You can't get anybody on the phone, by the way. Everything's done online now. I set up a request, like a buyer request. I set up like a case against the seller, and a few more days go by, and you can ask eBay to step in and help when the seller doesn't respond or ship out the item, and then finally some tracking comes onto the stuff that I sent. So I guess he finally caught on, and then a few more days go by. So we're talking nearly a month, almost. And he sends me a message saying, "Hey, I got this. I got it packed up in my truck. Do you want me to send it out or not?" And I said, "Of course. I freaking pay for this stuff. You got to send out the stuff, right?" And so, yeah, almost a month later, I finally got the stuff. I mean, it was sent out. Again, I wasn't too crazy about the way it was sent out either. It was sent out in this crushed box over here. There's holes in the side of it, but and it wasn't packed well. As you can see, it's just paper. It's just paper towels and the game's thrown in. So I got the stuff, which I'm happy about, but the experience was absolute dog shit. So it is what it is. But it's 4 games, and so these are what they are for the $150 that I spent on them. First game is Caesar's Palace, Black Bass, PTO, which is pretty cool. I never even heard of this game before. So it's a Koei game, which they made a lot of strategy games, which is sweet. And the reason why I put in that high bid was for Chrono Trigger. So I think I got a pretty good deal on these games here. Again, you can find good deals on eBay if you really search for them. And could have been a better situation, but I got the stuff, so I'm not complaining. So that's all I got the show, actually. Kind of a quick video over here. Hope everybody has a great holiday. Hope everybody's doing well. Me personally, still living in Brooklyn. Just working a lot and trying to have fun sometimes. Definitely slowing down on the game hunting, like by a million degrees. Just too much going on in life at the moment. But still keeping my eye out, So hope everybody's doing well, and I'll catch you in the next one. Okay, take care.